Hello, dear Virgo. How are you? Welcome to my channel here at Live Life in Tarot. Hope you're all doing well. So glad you could make it. Thank you for being here, Virgo. These messages are for you for what you need to know about for the month of June 2020. So we're going to see what's happening for you, Virgo. I do feel that some of you are dealing with some sort of challenges that are occurring, that you're trying to focus on getting shit handled, or you may need to focus on getting help on getting that shit handled. I feel like there's a issue with your ability to get stuff done or to get something in particular done. I do also feel that you are going to have, or there's a need to have a positive outlook for June um, 2020, where despite adversities that you could be facing, dealing with, or finding yourself in the throes of, to try to have a more upbeat, or a mindset like, what will be, and this too shall pass, and all is well and all will be well, stuff like that. So let's see, Virgo, because it will, because you're Virgo, you're practical, you're grounded. I just feel like you might feel a little stuck, or you might be a little stuck in your ways about how you go about doing something or doing things, that there may need to be, the ability to change it. You might need to, you may find stability in either sticking with an approach or needing to change an approach. I feel more like as you need to change an approach. So let's get into what Virgos need to know about for the month of June 2020. Virgo, I do feel like you've been taking a break, getting rest, or trying to, but you've been doing a lot of meditating and thinking about things, that matter to you. Might even been spending your mind on a few things that don't fucking matter to you. I don't know, but you're thinking, okay? Thinking on how to bring things to rest, how to get things done, how to maintain your stability or get it back, where your comfort level is involved in a must, right? Okay, Spirit, what do the Virgos need to know about for the month of June 2020? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There may be a need for you to be more creative than you usually are, Virgo. A little more creative than you usually are. If you're trying to take something in a new direction, okay, you may need to, get those creative juices flowing and spark up a new way to do something. You may not want to. You may want something. I feel like for some of you, it's just something that you are coming at it with a little bit of impatience, though you want to persevere over it. Where there's some question around the understanding, either for you or what you're looking at, and whatever it is, I feel like there's a need for you to have some delicacy towards it or towards yourself. But let's get into it. What do the Virgos need to know about, please? At the end, Virgo, stick around and we'll take a look and see what some additional guidance is available to you from Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Virgo, I feel like some of you might be a little concerned about a cough that you are experiencing, or a cough that someone around you is experiencing, where you side-eyeing that shit, or you contemplating like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? Calm down. Calm down. Okay? Have some patience. Try to get some understanding. Be gracious. Okay? Be kind. All right? And see what needs to happen, what you might be able to do. Okay? Be careful of your approach, or how you side-eyeing this, or side-eyeing yourself perhaps. All right? Because the mind is the devil's playground. Okay? What you believe, you can conceive. right? So yeah, message. All right. I think I split the deck, but let's split it again. There's a need for wisdom, okay? Or you're using wisdom, all right? You're getting a lot of enlightenment. Maybe you're getting a lot of downloads. Um, you're having a lot more of an understanding, or you are going to start to get more of an understanding about how things are working, and or how you can go about handling or dealing with things. For some of you, there's a need for using your intuition and enlightenment and understanding, as it has to do with the need for a child that needs to be taken care of, or something that needs to be addressed regarding a child. Okay, so let's get into this. This is going to represent what you need to know about what's going to be going on with your work, your job, what a creative project for the month of June 2020. This card is going to represent what's going on with your family and home environment. This card is going to represent the unexpected. Woo! Unexpected. What's going on there? We'll find out. This is going to represent your energy and attitude of the month, okay, of June 2020. This card is going to represent what you can expect to be going on around your money and finances for June. This card is going to represent what you can expect that is going down in your relationships, friendships, and love for June. This is something very positive is going to happen. Nice, delicious, can't wait to see, right, Virgo, what that's going to be looking like for you. And then this card is going to represent your likely outcome that can also act as advice for you to apply to situations, any situation that is occurring in the month of June that we're going to be looking at that could be of use to you. Well, it will be, because it's coming from spirit. So there it is. At the bottom, let's get into it. You do have the King of Wands. All right. Look at that. This is somebody who's real confident. The King of Wands is somebody who has tenacity, is the master of action. Um, this is someone who's the master planner, an achiever, if you will. The King of Wands, I mean, what can you say? Looking good and shit. Very engaging, very charismatic person. This is somebody that's even good at negotiating, right? But this is a master planner here, right? So this is the overall energy. So you may be focusing on what it is that you need to achieve. Now, we do see that there's a dog here, okay? So I feel like there's a need for you to really be able to be in touch with your instincts here. Remember I talked about that intuition I was sensing? He has a knife here, so there's something that you might be trying to cut to the quick, or that you need to cut away, or that you need to actually tweak your plan, because he has this wand in his hand and he has this knife as if he's shaving this wand. So whatever plan you have, you might need to shave it, you might need to tweak it. There's a tweaking that may need to happen here. The plan may need to be tweaked, because you at the underneath you do have the tower. So the tower here, this here is Scorpionic energy. So there may be some sort of rude awakening, a sudden change, some adversity that's going on here, but something real uncomfortable is happening now. This also could be you getting some enlightenment or an epiphany around this plan that you are needing to tweak or adjust, or follow your instincts about. Okay. um and this could be something that's going on around the home. This could be something that is coming out of nowhere for you, because this here wagon was on a trail traveling. All of a sudden, it's like getting debunked. Like it's like all of a sudden, this shit just happened, and now the wagon's fucking off the rail, off the road, derailed, if you will. So something feels a little derailed for you. Okay. Now this also could be like there's some sort of sudden change that's coming in, or that you are trying to deal with something and suddenly change it, because and change it back or change it up. Okay, but there's like this sudden energy that's happening here, right? And it's uncomfortable, but you also want to be careful that whatever changes you're making, you're not making whatever is uncomfortable or that's an adversity any worse. You don't want to make it worse. Okay, so you don't want to make the wrong fucking turn. um, you want to be careful that what you're doing is not too sharp. Be careful of using sharp items, sharp things, in whatever you're doing. But you also want to be sharp. You want to be sharp, okay? Something could be bucking up on you, or you need to be mindful about how you might be bucking up in a situation that there's a need for you to get an epiphany around. Just saying. Think about it. Think about it. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but either way, this is somebody that, If you allow yourself to be the master planner that you are, or allow someone else who is that master planner come in, you're going to be able to achieve what you need. This King of Wands is chilling. He's just sitting there. He's shaving his wand and shit. Like, okay, this wand need to be refashioned or refitted for whatever's happening. So whatever you're dealing with in the course of June, Virgo, focus on. It's okay if something that you're planning or trying to do doesn't fit at first, or you don't achieve it, or doesn't you don't achieve it at first, and it doesn't work out the way you want at first, or just something around that, right? However you are asserting yourself here, just take a step back, right? Take a step back and see how you might be able to tweak that shit, right? What you need to change, what you need to modify, right? Follow your instincts here. Don't push it. Don't push it. Just calm down. Whatever it is, you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush. So, your energy and attitude. You do have the Ace of Pentacles. This is you, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is perhaps you trying to get something new started, trying to do something new, trying to come up with a new practical approach. You might be trying to gain something new. Um, you may be focusing on the potential to do something. This may be you focusing on a practical way to recenter something, or a practical way to bring something in, or this may be you trying to bring something new into form, or maybe you're looking to invest in something. You want to be careful about your ambitions here, because the wheel is laying up against the wall here. Okay, so you may be about to work on something here. All right, or something new is about to happen that you're planning for or needing to plan for here. But with the Pentacle energy here, this is talking about the material world. There could be something that may be a concern to you, or there may be a need for you to trust in your plan. You may be seeking security, okay? There may be a need for you to have a little more gratitude, or you may be looking to receive a little more gratitude here. But with the aces here, this here is powerful energy. So this is something that if you don't use it, you will fucking lose it, right? So with this Ace of Pentacles, this may be something that this is definitely something that's of value to you. This could be money, this could be to do with work, but whatever it is something of value to you, something that is tangible, and this is you being creative in the potential to bring things into form, into being. Um, that needs to happen, coming up with new practical ways, new practical approaches, new way of doing things, or just being able to you have the potential for the things that are intangible to be tangible. Okay, for the things that aren't, you have the energy to make them be, right? So now let's take a look at what's going on in the home. You do have this Two of Wands. Okay, so with this Two of Wands energy, this is a planning energy. This is someone that I feel like in your relationship sector, you kind of you are planning about how and if you will engage or not. You might be at a crossroads here, like um, with the Two of Wands, you may be debating on how to deal with something here, or you may be in two minds about something, or you're planning something here. There's definitely something to do with a choice. There could be some indecision. He is kind of laid back, but he's not laid back like the kind of indecision like he doesn't know what to do. It's about him deciding what he will do, right? What he may offer or not offer, what he will commit to or not commit to, what he wants to balance or doesn't feel he needs to be a part of to balancing. Gauging the scope of what he's dealing with within commitments, within relationships, within situations, right? And really assessing the situation and how or if you should move forward. Because with the Wands energy, this is you tapping into your spirit, or what inspires you. You could be uninspired by something. You may be trying to sense and trust your impulse about how you are dealing with connections, or a significant matter that with someone that you're engaging, or you may be trying to see how to stimulate the situation. Um, but you also are being mindful of your level of generosity here. Like, I feel like your goal is not to overgive in this shit, or whatever you plan to do, or not do here. But there's some planning here in the relationships. And, this Two of Wands is kind of looking over at this Ace of Pentacles. So certainly somehow you are the one who have the potential to bring something practical and new into form, to make a situation that is probably being devalued um, or needs more value, you being able to have the potential to bring value to the situation by presenting some new practical concept, or by how you invest in a new way, or how you are able to see the situation, or perhaps get others to see the situation, or how you plan about the way that you will give, um, to bring value to the situation that you're dealing with here. But you may be being seen as someone who has with the potential that there's something to gain here in dealing with you. Okay, you may also be looking at the potential of what there is for you to gain and how you deal, because this pentacle is kind of laid on to the wall. So I feel like you don't want to have to do a whole lot, or have a whole lot called. I take that back. Maybe you don't want to do a whole lot, but I feel more this is like you don't want to have to be called upon, or have so much to do about things or connections, in order to bring in new energy, to create a new beginning, to motivate something, to make sure something is being received, or have desire set in the situation. It's something about you being mindful about how you're going to deal with shit. Okay. And you may be dealing with someone that may be planning on or trying to decide how they're going to deal with you, as it has to do with money. There may be some sort of money exchange that needs to happen concerning perhaps a King of Wands energy, someone who may be trying to trim their budget, and you may be part of that budget, so they may be trimming what they're giving you, if this is about what someone is planning to give you, or perhaps what you may be planning to give somebody else. But in the home, you do have the sun, loving the sun. So for some of you, there is a focus on a child in the home. But I also feel with the sun energy here, just blasting in the home, something may come to light or be illuminated here. But this is also, Virgo, for many of you in the home, this is you experiencing happiness, joy. If you've had any adversities that you were dealing with, this is you beginning to overcome those adversities. This is you having positive shit happening in the home. Okay, having success. There's a lot of energy flowing here. I'm also feeling like there may have been some. I'm hearing like spring cleaning. There was a plan to spring clean. You might have been doing that. You may have found that in the home you are able to break free from something. Okay, but this here is positive energy, positive outcomes, positive vibes that's going on in the home. Okay, there may be a plan that's going on concerning a child about what to do. Maybe something new needs to be established, or a new practical approach needs to happen for a child, with something that comes to light here that you need to work on, that you need to achieve, that you need to follow your instincts on here. Now, in your in your work, you have the devil, but that devil looks mischievous, right? So with the devil energy here with work for you, Virgo, I'm feeling like, there can be some fear, there can be some restriction. You may feel bound. There could be some obligations. Okay. Something could be being done in excess. There could be some limited access to work, or no support, little to no support here. Then someone could be angry, but this devil is looking a little mischievous, right? So someone could be feeling trapped, or someone might be being mischievous in their behavior or activity, or what they're doing as it has to do with work. You could be feeling a little stuck. This is like this kind of feels like a playful energy, But remember, the devil talks about, toxicity. Now, this could be about you getting in control, or something could be out of control because this devil is fucking playing around and sitting his ass in a pot and whatnot. And so, you may feel like there's too much playing around at work, or there's no, that things can't be fun and games. Everything has to be all work and no play. Let's take a closer look at that. Spirit, tell me more about the devil for Virgo work and job. Tell me more about the devil. Now, this could be about, your creativity with work. With work, there may be a need for you to read the fine print. Some of you with work, you may feel trapped at work and hate your job, but you're still there because of the job security and the incentives that you get. I'm just saying. Tell me about the devil. You could be frustrated with work. Tell me about the devil. Thank you. Okay, with the devil, you do have the magician. This is having all the tools to create what you want. For some of you, you could be having all the tools to create what you want, where you may be manipulating a situation, or work could be manipulating a situation with you. Um, but this is focusing on a way to adapt, being cunning, being crafty, having wisdom, with a way to dominate in a situation that you're dealing with concerning work, where you may feel a little stuck, or where there may be some sort of obligation, or you may feel a little bound here. Um, with the devil here, this may be you wanting freedom from work, or you may still have some freedom from work right now, or there are some freedoms concerning work. This may be you needing to be mindful, or you are becoming mindful, or you are concerned about living or existing and work in a more balanced and stable way, okay, and wanting to manifest that. Let's see a little more about that devil. Tell me more about the devil. Oh, underneath, you do have this Queen of Cups. So you may have some sort of concern about how to take care and nurture something concerning your job that you have an obligation to. Okay. Tell me more about the devil. Thank you. So, yeah, with the Four of Pentacles here, this is perhaps, oh, I didn't show it to you, sorry. You have the Four of Pentacles here. So this may be you trying to focus on how to maintain, or what you want to keep in place or secure, or how you want to persevere or have self-preservation. But this is a focus on your stability here. And some of you, there may be obsession about work, and what's being manifested, what's going to be generated, what's going to be created here, and concerned about your levels of stability concerning it. With the Page of Wands, perhaps there's some sort of news and message coming in about how things are going to um, work, that will affect you, if at all, in some way. About whatever new plans could be being created. Yeah. But there is, with that devil energy, there's, for some of you, there's some fear. For some of you, there is some obligation. For others of you, there is little to no support. For others of you, you just, there could be somebody's playing around at work. For some of you, you may be free from work because, not for nothing, Virgo, this devil energy is all fun and games, it feels like. Just be careful about the level of toxicity can occur when the devil energy is there. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. Okay? So be creative. All right? Now, in your money, with that said, we got the Chariot. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or Cancer is involved with the Chariot energy here. I like the Chariot here for you somewhat because the Chariot is asking you to have self-control with your money and finances. This is you needing to or having a clear focus, okay? Needing or having financial discipline. This is you needing or having budgets in place. But some of you, there may be a focus on your vehicle or your car where there may be, you may feel stuck, and you're needing to secure and see what you need to manifest and achieve about improving your transportation needs or addressing it. Some of you are purchasing a new car, some of you are needing to spend money on fixing your vehicle, or you are applying money towards your means of transportation with the Chariot here. Also, this is about you charging forward though, with determining how you're going to handle your money, asserting yourself, having more control, focused on being more responsible or needing to be more responsible. Some of you, this may be you finding that you're going to have more responsibility in work, but this is you managing your money and finances. This is you also either being firm or needing to be firm concerning your money and finances. Now, for some of you, this Chariot is also asking for you to be mindful not to have scattered energy, or be mindful of how you throw your money around, if you will. Okay, and don't lose direction or lose sight of what needs to happen here. Okay, but the Chariot is looking like you're moving forward and you are in control, or you are going to work on becoming in control as far as your money and finances are concerned. I also want to say for some of you, Virgo, your job is stable. Okay, it's secure. And also, as it has to do with work, for some of you, the this mischievous energy I'm picking up on, this is you at work, or as it has to do with work, doing things from a standpoint of self-preservation. Now, the unexpected that's going to happen to you, Virgo, is this King of Cups. And this could be you, or you could be dealing with somebody that's a King of Cups that's coming in. But this King of Cups energy is the master of emotions. Now, the question is, what is this King of Cups doing as the master of emotions? Is he being manipulative or having narcissistic tendencies, qualities, behaviors, conduct? Is this um, King of Cups being emotionally mature or emotionally manipulative? Is this King of Cups, um, showing accountability and responsibility and compassion, or lacking it? I mean, if you take a look at this King of Cups, he's very astute. So um, he has his huge cup beside him. So this may be a self-focused type of energy, but this is um, about having emotional maturity. So let's see what's going on with that King of Cups. Tell me about this King of Cups for Virgo. Tell me about the King of Cups for Virgo. Now, with the King of Cups, they usually are very good at having restraint, um, showing up in a good way in terms of how they intervene or apply intervention. They are also usually pretty good at giving a pretty good verdict of the assessment of this of a situation, and they usually have a pretty good sense of direction or how to direct things, right? Now, also with the kings, they usually have a lot of knowledge and a lot of influence and wisdom and a lot of power, but also a lot of tact. So let's take a look at what's going on with this King of Cups. Now, the kings also have a lot of authority and and they're recognized for it because of the way they carry themselves or their knowledge and power that they may yield. So let's see what's going on with this King of Cups for you. Now, this could also be that there's a need for you to take more responsibility and to be more accountable. This also may be a need for you to ask for help, or someone may be asking for help from you. But tell me about this King of Cups for Virgo, please. Thank you. On that King of Cups, we do have the Fool. Okay. With the Fool, you could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. with this Fool energy for me. Underneath that, you do have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like Virgo, for many of you, this is you having a new start, or you're focusing on getting contentment and satisfaction with something that you are reaching for, that you could be taking a risk about, or you may be feeling optimistic about, or you're going to be bold about. For some of you, you may just be feeling carefree. For some of you, you may be focusing on your journey at this time. For some of you, you are perhaps doing away with any fear or stagnation around something. For some of you, I'm feeling with this Fool energy here, there's a need to be careful about being reckless or being a fool or being irresponsible, okay, or being inexperienced in how you show up or who you're dealing with or what you're dealing with, or as someone may be coming at you this way with this energy. But let's take a look a little more about that Fool underneath. There is the Nine of Cups. So there's a focus on wanting satisfaction, wanting contentment, or you're getting satisfaction or contentment because you're able to go in a new direction or have a new start, or you're able to take care of something, okay, or there's something you're needing to take care of that you need satisfaction or contentment in. But also the Nine of Cups is talking about this could be concerning of family as well, or just emotionally based for you. Tell me more about this King of Cups. That's unexpected. But be careful of risk taking. There may be some risk taking involved here. And so there's a need for you to be emotionally grounded. I do feel that for the most part you are. I mean, this King of Cups looks like he got his shit together. And his cup is in a can, right? And he decides where he's going to start pouring into, or how and by how much, right? Tell me more about this King of Cups. Thank you. Okay, on that King of Cups, this is a focus on home. Oh, so focus on home, having success and completion with your aims, wanting things to line up. There could be a focus on marriage. You may be considering that, or there's a long-term commitment that you are looking at and you perhaps thinking about taking it in a new direction. Or some of you might be thinking about breaking free from that shit. I don't know. But this is you looking to have peace and harmony within yourself about it. This is you focusing on your stability, either in terms of your home, your environment, or within yourself. Underneath, you do have this Five of Pentacles. So there is some measure of lack that exists where you are experiencing being put upon, or that you may feel out in the cold, or someone may feel like this regarding you. And this is focusing on how to change that, how to recover from that, how to rebuild. This could have something to do with money. This could have something to do with somebody's health. This could have something to do with, um, family, or whom you're close with or you are engaging, that they may be at a lack and need of help, whether it's in their circumstances with money or in a tangible way, or with their health or needs. Or this could be you. But this is either someone coming in to try to address that, or this is you looking at how to address that and coming from a emotionally mature standpoint, or needing to be mindful that your emotions are going to be very much involved in this. And depending on where your emotions are, you want to try to make sure that you're not being reckless and that you're maintaining a stable outlook inside and out, so that you can harmonize the situation and get success and completion with whatever your aims are here, or whatever you're pondering or needing to be accountable or more responsible about, as it has to do with home, or needing to have success and completion with something. So something very positive that's going to happen to you is this Nine of Swords. Okay, I like this. This is very clear cut. Whatever your worries, fears, or concerns, or doubts, you are handling it. You are addressing it, and you're cutting it down to size. So you're reshaping shit so that whatever your concerns, fears, or doubts are, you are eliminating them, or you are making the adjustments so that your concerns and fears and doubts are minimized. This is somebody who is dealing with their shit, all right, and not afraid to. This is someone is taking the bull by the horns, if you will, and saying enough is enough. Or you know what, I've been here before. Or you know what, I got this. And you do. This is you addressing your concerns and being able to put things away in their prospective places that they need to be placed, and dealing with it, because you're able to come up with new practical ways in order to do that. Or you decide how you will um, see the potential in what needs to be done, or how something maybe should not be done, where you're going to make sure that you're not going to be bothered in any way. Nothing is going to cause you anxiety or have you worried and full of doubt and full of fear. And this is you focusing on, you know what, I'm going to make sure I get my sleep. I'm not going to lose sleep about this shit. I'm going to handle it. Nice. And so your likely outcome here, Virgo, is you do have the Six of Cups. So for some of you, there's a focus on someone from the past or something from the past. For some of you, there's a focus on you having nostalgia, thinking about the good times, thinking about the memories, okay? But the Six of Cups is talking about there may be a focus on family or children in particular. But this is about you getting emotional satisfaction, perhaps not just for yourself, but whoever else is involved that you're dealing with or engaging or that this has to do with. But this is about you getting something to a successful conclusion as well, emotionally, for yourself and for others. And seeing satisfaction here, this is very nice because you're able to come at this maturely. So you see here, this is like for me, the King of Cups here. And so you have this unexpected, which is the King of Cups here. So this is you having emotional maturity, taking that responsibility, being more accountable, being more responsible with whatever you're looking at or dealing with that's causing you a great deal of emotion, or you'll have a great deal of emotions around it, and you being mature and grounded where you're mindful, you're intuitive, and you're practical, and you are solving things, and you are optimistic, and you're open to new ways of doing things, or you realizing that there's a need to be open to doing something new, and so you go about it just that way. And so this is you believing and allowing something new to begin, or doing something new so something can begin, or something um, can cause you to have some freedom from, or for you to get freedom around it, where there may be an issue. If there's some inexperience, you're going to see to it that the experience is involved to handle this. So this is nice. So let's see what some I'm hearing like some of you talking about that chariot, but let me tell you something. This is you in control though. You are moving forward, but just to clarify that chariot, tell me more about the chariot, please, and then we're going to take a look at what some guidance is for you. Tell me about the chariot. Now, keep in mind, the chariot is also talking about around your money and finances. There are obstacles that you're dealing with, but there's a need for you to overcome it. There's a need for you to have emotional control, will, and determination in order to move forward, in order to have the victory, and in order to overcome the obstacles that you will deal with. And with the devil above that, there is some stuff that happens. So you want to also be careful about any overspending, any personal vices you may have that can affect your money situation in a not good way, whatever the fuck I just said there. You know what I mean? Where you don't end up, causing yourself to be burdened and stuck and, just fucked up in the game because you out of control with your spending or how you handle your money. But on that chariot, tell me more about the chariot for Virgo, please. Okay. Yes, you do have the justice. So for some of you, this is about you being able to get balance through a legal matter, or this is simply you having balance because you make the right decisions, you do what's fair. Also, for some of you, something is going in your favor, okay? But justice is also saying that this is saying that you are able to move forward and overcome your obstacles and issues that could occur or come up with money as long as you have um, balance, or you know that there's a need to maintain balance throughout June about your money, to manage your money carefully, to budget. Just know that, whatever's going on around your money legally, or, that has to do with an institution or just some sort of matter that where there's some sort of authority component here, um, that you will get what you deserve, whatever that is, but also for you to always make sure you're doing the right things, prioritize, and follow the rules concerning your money. Don't bend any rules, and don't bend with your budget at a time that you probably should keep one. So let's see what some guidance is for you. Oh, and at the bottom, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you being resourceful, you being able to gain what you want by you being grounded and practical, but also just know that with the Nine of Pentacles energy, for some of you, you may be finding that part of the one of the obstacles you need to get over is that you're going to find that you're either going to have to do things on your own in terms of money, or you're going to find that you're going to be needing to do more on your own. So either you are on your own, right? Or you are more on your own at this time, at a time that you probably had more support or help in some way. But there's a need for you to be grounded and resourceful and practical, and take your time with what you're doing, because you are in a position where you can gain as long as you budget and balance and do what's right for yourself and around your money and your responsibilities to that money. Okay, and your obligations are being met. Now, let's see what some guidance is for you. Spirit, what is some guidance for Virgo? What is some guidance for Virgo, please? Now, for some of you, I'm getting that there may be some turbulence around your money and finances due to a legal matter. Okay? Due to a legal decision, or due to someone or whatever is in authority's decision that either is in your favor now when it wasn't, or you're having to try to move forward until you get that decision, or you may feel something might not be exactly fair. Just know with the Chariot there, if you budget and do what you need to do, you'll be able to maintain. What is the guidance here for Virgos, please? Can we have guidance for Virgos, please, Spirit? For the month of June 2020. So just be careful around your money. I feel like you're okay, but there is some sort of toxic energy that may be around it, and be careful about you overspending or your mischievous activities or deeds concerning your money, because you might want to manifest something that you really want, or think you really want, or that you want to secure something, or maintain something. Okay, because you can either get stuck, or you can just be able to have progress and advancement. So which one you want to do? That's your choice. Is up to you. We're not doing two cards. I know you saw that. But Spirit, please, one card. One card for the Virgos, please. We have one card for the Virgos, please. And also, I feel like, this is you having confidence about your money and finances for the month of June. Or you will gain confidence, or there's a need to have confidence that you can manage your money and finances. Thank you, Spirit. You do have She Who Divines, Futura, Future Choice, Judgment. Okay, for some of you, you might be turning to someone who does tarot like me on YouTube, or maybe, some other means of how you do it, or maybe you're doing it for yourself. But this is you divining your fortune, trying to figure out how things need to play out or will play out in your world, in your environment, in your existence. So let's take a look at what Futura needs to say to you and have for your advice. She Who Divines, Futura, future, choice, and judgment. Decisions, 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 baby. Okay, Futura, let's see what you have to say to Virgo. If I can get to it. Here we go. So, this card points out that you have a choice to make. A decision is waiting to be made, but you must first review all the possibilities. Make sure you are investigating the many varied paths that lie ahead. This could be an indication to ask someone else to help you delineate the choices before you. This card of looking into the future is a promise of hope, as long as you don't let the current issues hold you back. In order to move forward, you can't drag the past with you. Take time to peer into your window to see the future. Where will your feet take you next? Will your heart and head follow? So some questions to ask yourself here, Virgo, are: what do I need to know to make a decision? What has brought me to this point? And have I considered all factors and options? And so there are your messages. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Virgo.